Hello class, this week we're going to be starting realistic fiction. Realistic fiction stories always have realistic characters. Characters that might be just like you or me. You would never see a talking dinosaur in a realistic fiction story. That is not real. In a realistic fiction story, you would have a realistic setting. A setting is when and where a story takes place. For realistic fiction, it might be something such as the park, the beach, school, the amusement park, any of these types of things that are realistic that people can really go to. You would never have a story with your character on Mars. That's just not realistic. Next, your realistic fiction story will have some kind of problem. The character will have some kind of problem to deal with in the story. And this problem has to be, once again, realistic, something that might happen to a person. And of course, by the end of the story, you will have some kind of solution or answer to this problem, some kind of way that the character has solved their problem. So, I would like to actually now read to you a realistic fiction story. The story I'm going to read to you today is a Bumblebee story. Mission Lost Cat. Meet Beatrice Honey Flynn, aka Bumblebee. Hi everyone, I'm Beatrice Honey Flynn, but I prefer to be called Bumblebee. You might think that is a strange name, but it makes a lot of sense. Let me explain. Number 1, my mom is a beekeeper, and my dad is an artist. Number 2, I tend to bumble a lot, which is a nice way of saying I'm a little clumsy. 3, my dad says I buzz through life with the persistence and confidence of a bee. You mix all those reasons with a shortened version of Beatrice and you get Bumblebee. See? It all makes sense. 1 + 2 + 3 equals Bumblebee. Mission Lost Cat. I see some papers flying around and a lost cat sign. I see Beatrice's friend is crying. I wonder what's wrong. Chapter 1. The Runaway. Bumblebee waved goodbye to her mother. She ran up the sidewalk to Rosa's house. Before she rang the bell, Rosa opened the door. Bumblebee could see something was wrong. Charlie ran away last night, Rosa cried. That curious cat sneaked out the door when my mom was bringing in groceries. That's terrible, said Bumblebee. I chased after him, but that made him run faster, Rosa said, holding back tears. Charlie probably thought you were playing a game. Let's go and look for him now, Bumblebee said. Rosa shook her head. We already looked. My dad said we should just wait. He says cats are good at finding their way home. I have an idea. Remember how Charlie watches out the window whenever we are in the yard? Maybe if he hears us playing, he will come home, Bumblebee said. I'll try anything to get Charlie back, Rosa said. They counted extra loud while they jumped rope. They jumped and jumped and jumped. So before I keep reading, I just wanted to go over the characters. As you know, our main character is Beatrice, Bumblebee, and her friend is Rosa. Those are the two main characters of the story. And we know what the problem is already in chapter 1. We already know that Rosa has lost her cat. So let's see what happens next. They rumbled and roared like monster trucks as they built a sandcastle. Then they loudly stomped it down. Rosa's younger brother and sister, Philip and Lucy, joined them for kickball. Everyone yelled and shouted as they played. Still no Charlie. So I guess this was their first attempt at trying to get Charlie back. Playing outside, hoping that Charlie would hear the noises of the children, but it doesn't seem to be working. Let's see what happens next. "You were certainly making a lot of noise out there," Rosa's mom said. "We thought maybe Charlie would hear us and come home," Rosa explained. "Maybe we were too loud," Bumblebee said. When Bumblebee's dad came to pick her up, she told him about the missing cat. "What if we make a flyer? We are going bicycling this afternoon. We can put them up around the neighborhood," he said. "Yes," Rosa and her mother said. "That would be great. Thanks so much." Oh, wow. So now this is the second attempt to solve the problem, making flyers and bringing them around the neighborhood. Chapter 2, The Flyer. At home, Bumblebee and her dad got out markers and paper. They sat at the kitchen table. "Our mission is to find Charlie. I know what he looks like, so I will draw the picture. You can do the writing," Bumblebee said. She drew a picture of Charlie sleeping. She drew one of Charlie playing with string. She drew another one of him pouncing on Rosa's belly. "Which drawing is the best?" she asked her dad. "They are all very nice, but maybe you should show him sitting still," her dad said. "Good idea," Bumblebee said. "I will draw him sitting by the window he likes. He always looks sad because he can't be outside. I bet he is sad now because he misses his family." Bumblebee drew a few more pictures. Then she and her dad biked to the library to make copies of the flyer. "Now let's go hang up these flyers," her dad said. They got back on their bikes. It was really windy outside. As they biked, a bunch of flyers flew out of Bumblebee's bike basket. "Oh no!" she yelled. "All the flyers are flying around. Uh-oh." "It's okay," her dad said. "We still have a few we can pass out. It's better than nothing." They stopped at a cafe for a snack. Bumblebee gave everyone in the cafe a flyer. She kept one to give to Rosa. On their way home, they rode by Rosa's house. "We should stop and see if anyone has called about Charlie," Bumblebee said. No one had called. So Beatrice's second attempt to help find the missing cat didn't seem to work. The first attempt was to make loud noises. The second attempt was to make flyers and pass them around the neighborhood. Let's see what happens next. Chapter 3, The Phone Call. Bumblebee wanted to cheer up her friend. She gave Rosa the flyer. "I lost a bunch in the wind," Bumblebee said, "but I gave a lot out at the cafe. Someone will call. I just know it." "This doesn't look like Charlie at all. You can't even see his stripes or his white paws," Rosa yelled. "This is terrible." I wanted to show his face," said Bumblebee. "My dad wrote about the stripes and paws in the description." Rosa threw the flyer down. "It's a bad drawing, but it doesn't matter. You lost most of the flyers anyway," Rosa yelled. Bumblebee felt like crying too. She didn't think her drawing was so bad. She was only trying to help. I wonder why Rosa is really upset. Rosa's mother rushed in from the kitchen. She waved her phone. "Someone found a cat! He is sending a photo," she said. When Rosa's mom got the photo on her phone, they all looked at it together. "Charlie!" they shouted. He said he was at a cafe and a young girl with red hair gave him a flyer. When he got home, he spotted a cat in his yard, Rosa's mom said. "And that was me," Bumblebee said. "We stopped for a snack, and I gave flyers to everyone." "She really did," her dad said. "I had to drag her out of there." "You are such a good friend, Bumblebee," Rosa's mom said. Rosa hugged her friend and said, "I am sorry I got mad." "It's okay," Bumblebee said. "I almost forgot. I have something special for you." "It's perfect," Rosa said. For Rosa and Charlie, from Bumblebee. Aw, looks like she made her a little sweet card. The end. So let's review some information about this story. The characters were Bumblebee as the main character, and the other characters were her friend Rosa, Rosa's mom, and Bumblebee's father. The setting. The story took place in a few different areas: Rosa's house, Bumblebee's house, and around the neighborhood. The problem in the story, of course, was that Rosa lost her poor cat, Charlie, and she was very upset. The first attempt at solving this problem was to make noise in the yard to try to get Charlie to come back, but unfortunately, it didn't work. The second attempt was for Bumblebee to make flyers and pass them around the neighborhood, but the wind kept blowing them away. So finally, they decided to hand out flyers at the local cafe. And later that day, Rosa's mom got a call from a neighbor who had found the cat, Charlie. Rosa and everybody was so happy and excited. I hope you enjoyed this book, everybody. Have a great day.